Have you ever imagined what you'd do if you suddenly became the biggest Powerball winner in history? Picture yourself holding a ticket that would change not just your life, but the lives of generations to come. Think about the possibilities: luxurious mansions, traveling the world, helping the people you love. But wait, before you get lost in the dream, let me tell you something. For every winner, there are millions of stories of failure, attempts, and even tragedies. Why is it that some people manage to turn luck into lasting wealth, while others lose it all? Today, we'll dive into the real stories behind Powerball, uncover secrets, patterns, and even pitfalls no one tells you about. Is it possible to win Powerball using pure logic and number science, or is the only way to buy every possible ticket combination? Now imagine this. You do that, spend a fortune, but by some mistake, forget the exact winning combination. Sounds like a nightmare, doesn't it? But this scenario brings us to a crucial question. How does the Powerball drawing actually work? At first glance, the mechanics seem simple. You pick 5 numbers between 1 and 69, plus an extra number, the famous Powerball, between 1 and 26. After that, you just wait for the big draw. But here's what most people don't know. How are these numbers actually drawn? Is there cutting-edge technology involved? Some complex algorithm working behind the scenes? In reality, Powerball drawings are still conducted the old-fashioned way, using mechanical lottery machines with numbered balls. It's a process that closely resembles bingo. The balls spin and spin until the winning numbers are revealed. And the best part? You can watch it all live, on TV, online, or even in person. The goal is simple: total transparency. Now here's the big moment. If you match all 5 main numbers plus the Powerball, congratulations, you've hit the jackpot. Sounds easy, right? But the reality is a little more challenging. With 69 main numbers and 26 Powerball options, there are exactly 292,201,338 possible combinations. To put that in perspective, it's easier to be struck by lightning, win an Oscar, or even find a needle in a haystack than to hit the jackpot. But before you give up or feel discouraged, remember, this isn't about crushing dreams. It's about understanding the reality behind the numbers. After all, Powerball isn't just about luck. In Powerball, aside from the coveted jackpot, players can also win secondary prizes. Matching 5 of the 6 numbers earns you $1 million, while matching 4 numbers plus the Powerball gets you $50,000. While the odds of winning these prizes are better, they're still challenging, and prizes can be split among multiple winners. Given these odds, the question arises: is there any way to increase your chances of winning Powerball? One theoretical approach would be to buy every possible combination. Sounds like a foolproof plan, right? Let's look at the math. With 292,201,338 possible combinations and each ticket costing $2, the total investment would be approximately $584 million. Additionally, the time required to register all those tickets is mind-boggling. If it takes you about 5 seconds to register each ticket, you'd be looking at an astonishing 46 years. That's right, 46 uninterrupted years of registering tickets with no breaks for sleeping, eating, or even breathing. Imagine dedicating nearly half a century just to cover every possible combination and still risking the possibility of sharing the prize with another winner. Clearly, this strategy is not just impractical, it's nearly impossible. And of course, we're ignoring the fact that you'd need nearly $600 million up front. While betting on every possible combination is impossible, there are some more accessible strategies to consider. One of the most popular options is joining a lottery pool. This simple strategy involves teaming up with a group, contributing a portion of the cost, and collectively buying multiple tickets. This allows the group to cover a wider range of combinations without each participant having to spend a fortune. The downside? If the pool wins, the prize will be divided among all participants. But let's be honest, splitting a jackpot worth hundreds of millions of dollars still sounds like a dream come true, right? Now, when it comes to choosing your numbers, there are countless approaches. Some people analyze statistics and historical patterns, looking for numbers that have appeared most frequently in previous drawings. Others follow their hearts, picking special dates, ages, or even completely random combinations. But here's an interesting fact: none of these methods actually affect your odds. Each drawing is independent, and every number sequence has the exact same chance of being drawn. What does this mean? You can play your favorite numbers, or let the system choose for you with the famous quick pick. In the end, Powerball is a game of chance, and every ticket purchased is an opportunity to dream. While Powerball can fuel grand dreams, it's important to remember the darker side of this type of gambling: addiction. Participating in an occasional lottery pool with friends can be fun, but when betting becomes a frequent habit, the risks of developing an addiction are real and dangerous. The emotional cycle is deceptive. The uncertainty of whether you'll win or not creates an intense, fleeting pleasure. But when the results come in and you realize you didn't win, the emotional crash can be brutal. Over time, this emotional roller coaster begins to affect the brain, creating an imbalance that makes a person dependent on the thrill of betting. And like any addiction, it doesn't discriminate. It can affect anyone, regardless of age or social status. In the United States, it's estimated that up to 6% of the population struggles with gambling-related issues. That's roughly 20 million people. To make matters worse, the lottery is often seen as a harmless gamble, masking the signs of a deeper problem. The World Health Organization has already recognized gambling addiction as a disease, and it requires attention and treatment just like any other dependency. But here's the most important fact you need to know: if winning Powerball were about logic, mathematicians would be the biggest winners. And if it was something mystical, fortune tellers would all be millionaires. But the truth is, the lottery is, above all, a game of chance. Whether you play random numbers or use strategies based on science or luck, the odds don't change. So what's the takeaway? Playing Powerball should be just for fun, a moment to dream, but don't let it turn into a destructive habit. And if you feel like gambling is starting to spiral out of control, it's time to seek help. Oh, and stay tuned. We'll soon release a video dedicated to the topic of gambling addiction, diving deeper into how it affects people and how to address it. Because more important than dreaming of hitting the jackpot is taking care of your health and well-being. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends. It helps us keep creating content like this. And if you'd like to support us further, check out our Amazon link in the description. Every purchase you make there directly supports our work. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.